All right. Shalom. This is the brother Ra'aya
Brother Yakanai.
of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. And to the few sincere Aqua, diligently learning in silence. Shalom. And with this lesson, it's going to go along the lines of the title, Playtime's Almost Over, because we can clearly see all these end times prophecies, before Jacob's trouble, the persecution, Yahushua coming back, hey, they're in the process of taking place. But still, you got Jakes out there that know of the truth. Hey, some Jakes that are in the truth, that, is teaching, what's that word I'm looking for? Treating this thing like a game out here, like it's 2018, before all this shit happened with the C-19. And the onus for this lesson was a situation I had yesterday where I was at the store and I ran into a Jake who had come by the camp over the years. He came up with that Christian mindset. And, we clearly cut him with the scriptures. He always came up in kind of like a jokey, kind of I'm not taking things serious manner. And I ran into him yesterday on his job, and he asked me, "Oh, you're that Hebrew Israelite guy, right? And you clearly know who I am. We've dealt with you face to face." And I was like, "Yeah." And I asked him, "So where you been at?" And he said, "Oh, things with the job." And I simply told him, "Look, that ain't no excuse," and walked away. That's the problem with a lot of you Jakes out there. All these very prophetic things are taking place, but still, just because that hammer, that judgment in your face, the blood, guts, and mayhem of Jacob's trouble hasn't popped off, you're still taking this thing as, as a joke. And if you don't get right, when that time actually does come and you want to get right, it's going to be too late. And you're going to have to take whatever judgment Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua is going to bring your way. And it's going to be especially horrific for those that have been around the men of the Lord, and the Most High, was giving you a sign, having you run into me. And even before that, you've been coming by the camp at least 2 times. You're still kind of in that jokey kind of spirit, but I could kind of perceive that, like, you kind of see that things are getting bad, and you may want some answers. Well, hey, this is the answer for you right here, to get your head out of your ass and, come out by the block and, listen and actually be diligent and sincere. And not just to that Jake, a lot of you other Jakes out there that are still, sitting around on your hands, not taking this thing seriously. But we can start off with the second Esdras 9 and 7, because this is what's going to save you, have that protective hedge over you during Jacob's trouble, is doing the work.
Yeah, this is second Esdras chapter 9, verse 7. It says, "And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed."
Point blank period. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. So you need faith and works. And how do you show your faith? By showing your works and, pleasing Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, whereby ye have believed. And keep going on.
Right. And it says, "Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning."
So again, shall be preserved from the said perils and see salvation in my land within my borders. And what brings that salvation, faith and works. It didn't say, oh, Johnny come latelys or those that just heard the word in passing or anything like that is going to be saved. It's going to be those that are actually making an effort during this grace period to, get right and inquire of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. But for those that want to continue to, take this thing as a joke and think that things are just going to go on as normal, hey, the next couple of verses are going to go into what your judgment's going to be.
All right, so then shall there be a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
And it says, they shall be in pitiful case that have abused my ways, and, cast away the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You see that you have men of the Lord in your town. Not just that, but you've been by them and actually had a dialogue with them. But what? You still want to, believe your own thoughts that you've been growing up with and, cast that word behind you and, I got the job or, I got some opportunity I'm looking forward to in society. When society is crumbling all around us, you're going to be in pitiful case and horrific, oh God, and horrific judgments are coming your way. You got it, Elder.
Yeah, because some of you are friends of the prophets, meaning you grew up and shot marbles from little boys all the way up. Some of you are family members of the prophets, man. You know what we do. You know what this is about. You on the fence about this. The Lord gonna jack you up, man. All right. And this is what I have for that too. This is Psalm 68:20. It says, "He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth the issues from debt." The issues from debt.
Hey,
the brothers always say issues belong to the issues of debt, though.
Hey, that's straight to the point. Hey, it says Yahweh, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth the issues from death. And how do you, be safe from, that death and that judgment? By taking heed to the word, by taking heed to the prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and doing whatever you can to please him. But what also comes from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the wages of death, just as he can save you from death, he can put you to death just as easily.
Right.
And hey, there are many, as it says, wide is the way that leadeth to destruction. It's a very narrow path, and it's a very straightforward path, to please Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But Jake still want to walk around, like a fool with his eyes on everything in the world, but were the things that really matter, this truth.
Right. All right. It says back in Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 10, "For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me."
And by you coming across the prophets, the prophets dealing with you, that's a benefit from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That job you told me, I can't come out because I got a job. That's a benefit from the Most High for what? To you to have a roof over your head, to be able to pay for the gas to your car, to ultimately do what? Come down to the block and inquire of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But Jake doesn't take these things into account. Every benefit you have, and you've heard of the truth, is to lead you, to give you the ability to, come around the truth and inquire of it.
I got a precept for that. This Titus 1:16. "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate."
And unto every good work reprobate. All these liberties, all these benefits that the Most High has given you to, get closer to the word, you despise it. And you think you know the Most High, or I know you come up with that Christian mindset, I know God, and all that bullshit. But what? Your works are abominable. Your works are of the world.
Clearly. And it goes back into verse 11. It says, and they have, and blah, blah, and they that have loathed my laws while they yet have liberty, and when as a place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it.
And hey, the elder brother always goes into it. When you keep running into somebody, that's especially if it's somebody who's in the truth, that's for a reason. That's whether it's a reason for that brother to get it or a reason for you to get it. The fact that you and me cross paths at your job and you address me as, oh, you're that Hebrew Israelite guy, that's the Most High extending that olive branch to you. Hey, for whatever reason, but you got to accept it. And the doors of mercy are quickly closing, as we can clearly see. Like, just look at some of the current events that are going on. Just today, you had Meta, you had Facebook, and I believe it was WhatsApp, and YouTube and Instagram go down. And then the other week, you had AT&T and Verizon go down, which these social media platforms have been a heavy way to, preach this word. And the word is still freely available, but we can see that the Most High is getting ready to bring about that famous word and close those doors of mercy.
Yeah, he's wrapping this shit up, man.
All
right. All this shit has a expiration date, as they say. Okay, and you can clearly see that. All right, we're not gonna be out here for that much longer, man. All right. I don't know why you Jakes believe that too. You think you're gonna be out here for the next 40 something years. And you're not. All right. This thing is speedily coming to an end.
Con. And up in Canada, they're talking about making it illegal to, openly preach the Bible, and it would be considered hate speech. And who's that targeting? That's targeting the men of the Lord. Whatever happens in these other countries is coming to the United States of America as well. So the Most High is consistently, extending a lot of you Israelites out there an olive branch while these doors of mercy are still open. But for the majority of you, you're not going to take it. You're going to be in pitiful case.
That's right, man. Clearly. All right. In verse 12, it's the cherry on top. It says, and the same must know it after death by pain.
It didn't say death by peace, or anything like that. Death by pain, a horrific, terrible judgment coming your way. You feeling, death and pain to the nerve endings. Not just you, but Most High killing your loved ones before your eyes, because it says, I believe it's in Romans chapter 7. You save your whole household by you getting the word. People you care about, and a lot of y'all Jakes, you think that this word, actually changing your life for the word is going to take you away from your loved ones, but it's the other way around. Molding yourself towards the word is going to save your loved ones if it's allotted for you and them to make it. It's as simple as that. But as it said, they shall know it after death by pain. And we can jump to 2nd Esdras chapter 15. You can start at verse 5. And this is some of the death by pain that Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be bringing.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 5. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, the sword. We're on the cusp of World War III and nuclear destruction. What, you got those migrants coming across the border. And, just 15 minutes from this general area, you got a place called Kenner. And you already got those migrants over there, raping people, stabbing people and robbing them, getting felony charges. Hey, these migrants.
Cutting up, man.
Yeah.
Raising hell. Down here, they already got their hands on guns. They shooting at the police like they back in Venezuela and shit, man.
And Juarez.
Yeah. And the police I didn't dealt with some of the cops just in passing. They're like, man, we can't do nothing to them. It's like hands off on them. And they're here just like when you watch the first movie, The First Purge, when Jake was sitting there having a block party and partying, what did Esau do on that? He called in reinforcement, all type of Ku Klux Klansmen, different gangs and shit. And that's why you had some shit that just yesterday happened over there in Haiti. One of the Haitians over there in Haiti, one of the top prisons, everybody broke out. All the prisoners broke out. So what you think gonna happen when they get in the mix of that migration? They're gonna come over here too.
And it's already happening over in Venezuela. Yep. They said over this last year, violent crime in that country has gone down by a couple of percentage points because they've been emptying out their prisons and sending a lot of those criminals, to the United States of America, like, Scarface style. And amongst those migrants, from the Jakes from Central and South America, you got Russians, Chinese, Iranians, Syrians, Africans.
And the Africans that was with what I always say his name?
Boko Haram.
With Boko Haram, man. All right. These guys ain't no slouches either, man. All right. And you Jakes up in these hoods, especially like in New York and those different boroughs, they don't know what to do with them, man. They running up in the stores, snatching shit. They snatching women up, children. They just doing all type of shit out here, man.
Oh yeah, women are getting dealt with out here.
Getting the business. All right. And you ain't seen nothing, man. Just wait till we get to close around these elections, man. And all of them say the same thing. They say that we just waiting on that call. All right. What call? The call to get the green light to cut up, man.
Yeah, they ain't talking about the last call for alcohol. They talking about that call, as a brother said, the call to handle business. I'm looking for a precept real quick.
Yeah, and it's clear. You can see that, man. This country is gone. All right, we on the break of a class war. All right, amongst different classifications of people. All right, we on the break of an all-out civil war here, man. You got certain places like Arizona passing bills that actually you'll be able to shoot those migrants, man. and get off. All right. So we in a all out finna be in an all out war in these streets in the streets of America, man. Whether you know it or not. All right. And when you go to when you go to 15 in the same chapter, 2 Ezra 15 and 15, it says, "For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." That's a race riot, man. Whether you know it or not. America, right here in America, is going to be a major race riot. I'm talking about wars on top of wars. Guns, swords, burning of houses, cars flipped over, looting. These things are going to happen. All right, and they're going to happen right here on the shores of America, man. Right up in your town, city near you, on the biggest known streets in your throughout your city, wherever that may be, the canal streets. All right, the Montrose, Santa Monica, the Vegas Strip. You name it, man. This shit's gonna get bust wide open, man.
And hey, as it says in Revelation 12, verse 12, the devil's gonna come down in great wrath. Migrants coming over, and what else? These governments enacting more draconian measures to take away your rights. Just recently down here, the governor passed a whole slew of bills allowing citizens to carry permitless. They're bringing back those old execution methods like the electric chair. They're talking about castrating sex offenders.
Yeah.
They're sending more state police down to patrol Bourbon Street and all that. Everybody, is moving in place to really drop the hammer on you Americans, especially you Israelites.
Yeah, every time something goes on, you public enemy number one. You got to be dealt with first and foremost, man. All right, and you see like this guy he talking about. We know this guy in passing. He's a scoffer that got cut up a couple of times. Then all of a sudden he come around like he interested. I went back and looked up what you guys say. It was true, but he never got on. He never got down with the truth, man. But the guy playing though,
Hey, you come with this simple that little sarcastic grin on your face. Well, shit ain't gonna be funny. Shit ain't gonna be funny when you got a cold barrel, stuck in your face from one of these troops, or you got just some random lunatic out here putting a cold blade to your neck. Yeah, you about to find out that playtime truly is almost over. But as I said back in that 2 Ezra 15, was said the sword, famine, which we know that's coming as well. And as it says in Lamentations, better is it to die by the sword than by starvation, death, and destruction. You can keep going, huh, Baba Kasha?
It says back in 15, right?
Verse 6.
It says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole world, and their hurtful works are fulfilled."
Keep going, huh?
"Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves."
Hey, Apostle Tahar is deemed 2024 to be the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And since this year started off, things, literally start off with a bang. And it's just continually intensifying. And, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be in the Pesach, the Passover. And major things always happen after the Passover. We're seeing the signs in the heavens. You got that solar eclipse that's going to make the rest of that X over America. So it's about to be all hell breaking loose. And as I said, the Most High is no longer holding his tongue concerning their wickedness. So it will behoove you Jakes out there that have some understanding, of the word to, try to get it. Well, get it while you can, because we're coming into the time where you won't be able to get the word, that fame of the word. And as it said, the fair virgins and young men shall faint for thirst. You're going to be spiritually thirsty out here. And then that judgment is going to come on top of it, that death by pain.
Right.
That was pretty much it with the
Con.
All right, you had something?
No.
Con.
Right now.
If not, we can get Ezekiel chapter 30, 33, verses 32, 33.
Say it again.
Ezekiel 33. You can start at verse 30 and read down to 33. Because we're going to keep harkening on it. You got the men of the Lord out here, day in, day out, putting up these video epistles, coming out onto the highways and byways, blowing that trumpet, being in the chief places of concourse, wisdom crying without, saying, "What? How long, ye simple ones, will ye, love simplicity?" But a lot of you just don't take heed to the word, and it's going to be too late for a lot of you. Again, that if you watching this video to that Jake I ran into, the Most High didn't just have us, run into each other by happenstance. Most High had us run into each other, for, I perceive it, for you to, get your act together and, come out and inquire the Lord. That's the Most High extending that olive branch before he extends, that other half of that sword to you.
All right, this is Ezekiel 33 and 30. It says, "Also, thou son of man, the children of Israel, all right, still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses. And they speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what the word that cometh forth from the Lord."
Kind of read the next verse out.
It says, "And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear the words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but with their heart they go after their covetousness."
Hey, Jake, coming by, drive by Shalawams, coming by, saying something here or there. You just coming by and not taking things seriously. And you show much love with your mouth, but with your actions, you show what your true intentions are. You take this thing as a joke. You're still playing around out here. You're abusing and really despising the words of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, by you not taking heed to them.
Yeah, man.
Kind of.
It says, "For with their mouth they show much love, but with their hearts they go after their covetousness."
Hey, why aren't you coming out? Oh, work and all that. And when you come across this truth, it should stir you in your mind to put everything else, turn the volume down on everything else, and mainly focus on this word and getting it. Because as we brought it out at the beginning of the lesson, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, by their faith and by works shall they be saved, not by anything else, by taking heed to the words of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, not unto your own covetousness, your own little petty things in the world that you care about. Because at the end of the day, all this stuff is about to be taken away and ultimately burned up. The only thing that's going to remain is what? The faith that the elect had and the works that they showed, the works that they did to show their faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to ultimately be saved.
And it says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice, and can play well upon an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not."
Kyle, you can read verse 33.
And it says, "And when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been amongst them."
When what cometh to pass? The sword, famine, death, and destruction, the judgments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. And for a lot of you, it's going to be too late to get this word, and you're just going to have to take whatever judgment Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is bringing your way. Let me see. God, you can give me Ezekiel chapter 12. You can start at verse 21.
Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21.
And as we get closer and closer to this thing popping off, the only solution is going to be the truth. All these things, Jake's been believing in, their own strength, other things other people have said, all that shit is going to fail and is not going to give you any answers, the answers you need to, navigate through Jacob's trouble. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21, it says, "In the word of the Lord, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision filleth?"
And I think you said it earlier, you know, the majority of, you know, you Jakes out here don't take this word as the truth. You know, you think this ain't gonna happen till another 40 years, if it's gonna happen at all. Jake is just continuing to drag his feet, thinking that, oh, you know, we've heard that since our grandparents, you know, World War III, all that, the second coming of the Messiah, but where is it? I got to get this money right now. I got to work this job, or I got to do whatever other little bullshit that excuse you make up to, you know, not come out and, you know, do the work or take heed to the words of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
Right, it says 23, tell them therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're telling you the days are at hand, and the effect of the vision. These prophecies are going to come to pass. As I said, I will cause this proverb to cease. Back in that Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. When all these things we've been saying, it's not just words in a book anymore, or words that a bunch of men and a bunch of niggas and spics on the street corner and some dressers have been saying. You're going to be seeing these things take place right before your very eyes. And a lot of you are going to be the stars of your own horror movies when Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai brings your judgment.
Right. It says, for there shall no more any vain visions nor flattering divinations within the house of Israel.
Kind of keep going on.
For I am the Lord, I will speak in the word that I speak shall come to pass. It shall no more prolong, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, said the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, straight to the point. For there shall be no more any vain vision nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. The Most High, all these other things that Jake cleaves into, all these other ideologies and stuff like that, the Most High is going to cause all that to cease. And the only thing you're going to be faced with is what? Your negligence for not taking heed to the word, or what? Taking heed to the word and was seeing salvation. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. And all these things we've been prophesying about are going to come to pass. And, you know, for a lot of you, it's going to be too late. And you're going to be, you know, an example of what rebellion is and what the recompense for it is, knowing it after that death by pain. Let's see. we can go to Proverbs chapter 1. Start at verse 20. Let me see. 20, 31. I know it's a lot, but hey, it covers you know, what we've been going into with this lesson. This word being freely available out here, and a lot of you Jakes coming across, you know, the word, but not taking heed to it, continuing to want to what? Cleave unto the things you care about in this life, which Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is going to take away from you, and really he's going to weaponize it, you know, towards you. Those things that you cleaved unto instead of the word, it's going to lead to your judgment.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. It says, Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttered her voice, saying, all right, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Hey, wisdom is crying without in the chief places of concourse. where the brothers go out, you know, in their main areas in the cities to preach this word, and then what? Putting up Salakia, putting up these video epistles on, you know, the digital cheap places of concourse, the internet, you know, the internet highways and byways, saying, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? Jake, when you gonna get it through your thick skull that, you know, you are the Israelites, you have enemies out here, and the only way that you're gonna make it out of this thing is relying on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and not relying on the black dollar, the black woman, or, you know, trying to build up the so-called black community. All that shit is done and through with. Every time Jake tries to do something, or, you know, set up some kind of guy to follow after, what, it gets taken down and made a joke out of. Look at Polite, for instance. But you look for something?
Yeah, I will, but don't worry about
Okay,
it.
okay.
Verse 22. Well, I read 22. 23. Turn ye after my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you, and I will make known my words unto you.
Hey, the Most High sending His prophets out there. You know, the true prophets that aren't, you know, selling preset packets or trying to make a gain off of you or this word. They're freely giving you this word, letting it have free course, you know, putting up these video epistles for free, and, you know, being out on the highways and byways every, you know, and on their allotted days of the week to go out and prophesy in public. Hey, some camps multiple days out of the week to allow you to come up and inquire of this thing. But, you know, it's about to go into, you know, y'all just don't want to take heed to it. Back in that Ezekiel 33, you come up and hear the words, and it's a sweet, pleasant song, but your actions show that you really aren't rocking with it. You take it as a joke, you know, entertainment. Israelites, you know.
Yeah, that fucking guy that comes out, he's simple, man. You know, he's just a simple a real young dude. All right, he don't know his head from his ass, man. All right, he really just, you can tell he's a so-called Christian that is caught up in the Christian lifestyle or this Western lifestyle, man. All right, and it's funny to see men, all right, that he perceived to be men on the highways and byways teaching with garments and cussing the so-called white man out. You see these guys, and we come out with the might and power that we do, and we cuss these Edomites out or these niggas. They chuckle because they never seen nobody do that before. All right, it's really a lot of you niggas. I hate you because you have turned the truth into entertainment, man. Right, and that's all you niggas have been doing over here for the last 400 years to the Edomites and these nations. You have become entertainment. They want a nigga to dance and boogly boo on the dance floor. They call you. Bounce a basketball, throw a football. They call you. Run track, theater, movies. They call you niggas to do that, man. You niggas is just entertainment. All right. So when Jake see the men in the Lord highways and byways, what pops in the head? The first thing pops in the head, entertainment. Because one thing about it, niggas love drama. People love drama. You wanna why you wake up every morning and there's traffic? Because drama. Somebody broke down, somebody had an accident, everybody bottlenecking, rubbernecking, you know, looking over there to see what the fuck going on. Because people love drama. All right? And that's why, you know, over the years, you know, different camps and brothers have matured. That's why we don't even go to these back and forth videos with you niggas, man. Parody videos. I'm gonna put your head this big on a small body, have you looking crazy. You don't do that shit no more. Because what happens? All that do is bring forth a nature of different people tuning in to entertain. What are you gonna say today to this guy? What video are they gonna make today to make me laugh? All right. And like I say, there's really no edification going on. You know,
it's just like you've been saying. It's just a joke to Jake, and brothers always go into it a lot. You know, when you see a lot of views on your page or a lot of likes, you know, probably more than half of them people are just in it for, you know, jokes and play instead of actually getting the word.
Yeah, but as soon as we go make a 8-part video about some type of history or the Hebrew, they got 0 views. You niggas, you know,
they got negative next to me.
Yeah, that's not even possible. But that's Jake though, man. When it's time to get edified, you're not there, man. When the information comes out, you're not writing it down, you're not tuning in, and it's not clicking. All right?
If I could back it, that's one thing I hate too about you Jakes that come up, is you just come up to waste fucking time.
Yeah,
Like
you hearing us, but you're not listening to us, man. It's a difference between hearing and listening. All right, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, and it's sad that you can actually have a dialogue with the Edomite coming up, and edification can come from that.
Every
They ask good questions. We actually go into serious stuff, and you can tell that even though they're a heathen, an Edomite at that, something's piqued their interest to where they want to have an actual intellectual dialogue. But when Jake comes up, like you always say, Jake come up with a loaded gun. He already comes up with an agenda just to play around and try to play on men's tops when this thing isn't a joke out here. This isn't just a, entertainment reading out of the book. This is actually trying to, wake Jake up and tell you that terrible things are coming.
And in the last, month or two, I done had on my job or this in the deal, I done ran past 2 Edomites and just talking to them. He's just kind of hitting them with, different geopolitics and somewhat of the truth. Man, it feels so good to have a refreshing conversation with somebody.
Something real.
Yeah, he said, I haven't had a conversation with somebody in so long. Oh, my God. And they're really just intrigued by you. You know what I'm saying? But try to do that with a nigga, though, man. Somebody gonna get killed.
Or a goddamn spick at that.
And I was talking to shit today in the house. My woman was coming back and forth. I was like, man, I seen these niggas on the TV. Nah, it's supposed to be about one thing. But you notice that with a nigga, man, you 2/3 out there, you niggas, your whole conversation only revolves around hip hop, football, and basketball, man.
Adultery,
yeah,
whores and moles.
Even at work. The only thing a nigga can bring up 5 days in the goddamn morning is a goddamn basketball game or some football, man. And so that's as far as you niggas' minds go, man. This is ridiculous.
We were at
what his name? Solomon talks about you niggas' conversation vexed him, man.
Hey, fucking! I think it was what a Lot was also vexed by the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yeah, man.
Man, just to back you up, I was at the job and in one of the work vehicles, and it was a previous Jake, another Jake that drives that vehicle on some days, and the radio was on when I turned it on. The first thing that came on was the Breakfast Club talking about if Charlemagne the God was giving this guy looks like he was into him, just complete folly. Anything that the Breakfast Club especially, like, I hate it when I gotta be in a situation where a nigga is listening to the fucking Breakfast Club. Like, every nigga on that nigga, bitch, everybody on the Breakfast Club, that's gonna be a beautiful day when judgment comes your way. And a lot of you Jakes that have these platforms to back you up. What Jake just wants to hear folly and jokes. Jake just wants to continue to be entertainment to these goddamn heathens.
Yeah, I got one right here. It's Luke 16:15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justified themselves before men. All right, but the Most High knoweth their hearts. For that which is highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination in the Most High's sight.
And what's highly esteemed, as it says in Proverbs 12, verse 8, when the vilest men are exalted, the wicked walk on every side. What's highly esteemed is America and that American way of life, which is the basest of kingdoms, the most basest people have ever been. Just people going off of their, like a damn animal, a brute beast, just eating and shitting and talking shit and fucking. Just everything is just on such a low vibration here, but that's held up as, the standard of things. And as I said, that which is highly esteemed among men is despised by the Most High. So how much more you niggas that follow after these ways?
Yeah, you notice how you're highly esteemed. You'll get a 5-minute segment on the TV if you come outside with blue, yellow hair, pink hair, lavender hair. You got tattoos and piercings all in your face.
A dress if you
the more weirdo-ish you is, the more bugged out looking you is, the more highly esteemed you are here, man. All right, the more you're looked at as a spectacle, amongst these goddamn people. The more shit you talk, the more, just all out freaky that you is you the shit, man. Look at Sexy Red. All right, look at all these other entertainers. It got super vile. At least when we was coming up, when 106 and Park and MTV was on. It had a level of
They were poetic with what they were saying. Now it's just what hands on your knees, let that monkey breathe.
Yeah.
Like just out here with it.
this is wild out, man. You know, and don't care, don't have not a lick of talent, no creativity, nothing. It's nothing. It's no weight behind this shit, man. But that's highly esteemed amongst you. People read it one time. This is Luke 16:15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
And that's what you're doing. You're justifying yourselves before men by what? What's the next thing I can do? What's the next trend I can start? The next TikTok challenge? The next new weird shit I can do to, you know, become a personality out here, get my 15 minutes of fame. But you just look like a joke out here. That's one thing about this truth. The more you're in it, the more, you know, it matures you and, you know, cuts away a lot of the riffraff and the bullshit. And you just see a lot of these people out here are just a bunch of children walking around in a state of arrested development. They never grew past high school.
This is Neverland, man. All right, and all of you are you in that
Peter Pan
syndrome. You got that Peter Pan syndrome, man. All right, and this is Neverland. You never grew up. You know, you still in that childish little boy state. Instead of wanting a real woman, you want a fake woman with a BBL, eyelashes, all right, titty jobs, all right, and work on her face. You don't even want a real woman no more, man. All right, and half of you niggas is like this woman. Within this month, you niggas gonna start marrying AIs out here, man. Marrying holograms and shit. This where we at now, man. You heard about it later, right?
I saw that.
Yeah,
she married a hologram.
Yeah, this is where we at with it, man.
And that's talking about a woman. Another thing too, you can download an AI girlfriend.
Yeah,
she'll tell you everything you want to hear while you're hugged up on your sex doll.
Oh, baby, I love you, baby. Yeah, you niggas, man. You niggas got the USB plugged up right now with your woman, man. She is in the shit.
Jake got the Apple Glass. Yeah. The Apple Glass on his face, just
And see, when I was young, I can't remember the movie. I was a young boy. I remember the movie had this when Esau's wicked invention was just a thought. He had a movie about AI. They were having sex with the AI shit on. Mm-hmm. Now it's here, man.
They had a movie that came out a couple of years ago with that dude that just played the Joker called Her, mm-hmm. where he was a tech developer that fell in love with the AI that ran his house. Like it had a woman's voice, and he was, you know, in the movie you see when the man's in love with the woman, they're holding arms and spinning around. The dude's got the phone in his hand, spinning around in a circle, talking about how he loves it. But that's what it's coming to. Like, it's just, this place can't go on for too much longer. But you Jakes would have it so. If you had the chance of pressing the continue button on this society, you press it every time until you broke that goddamn button.
Yeah.
But as I said, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? And this whole society of Esau Edoms, America is just simplicity at its finest. And the brother Kayad, we were out at a bar once, and it was like a bar with some arcades and, you know, games and shit. And he was just looking back, and I remember he just said, man, this kingdom is real childish. Esau made everybody childish out here.
Yeah, because he's childish. He's like he's a kid, man. And this was his ruling, man. All right. I really want to say some stuff, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead, because something just came in my mind, brother. I was about to go there, you know. I gotta stop myself from going there, brother.
Yeah.
You know, but this man is diabolical though, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, we were at
24. It says, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched forth my hand and no man regarded.
Back in that second Esdras at 9, when that yet place of liberty was open unto you, you despitefully, you hated the word, you abused it, and despitefully cast it behind you. The Most High is continuing to open his hands, you know, open to Jake, but Jake, you know, just wants to slap that hand and go down to Pharaoh in Egypt for help, as it says in Isaiah chapter 30.
It says, verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh.
And that's the balance of things. What it says in I believe it's in Corinthians that we're made a spectacle. People come up and laugh at us and make jokes about us and about what we believe in. But when these things come to pass, and lo, they will come, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, through his men is going to have their time to laugh. Laugh at you when you're losing your loved ones, you're getting put to death, a dog is eating your guts out of your stomach. Hey, we're going to have a good belly laugh about it because we saw you just prior to that judgment being a joke out here, treating this word as a joke. So you're going to go out like a fucking joke.
Right. Verse 27 says, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Hey, for a lot of y'all probably watching this video right now, or watch all the other brothers' lessons. It's going to be too late for you when it finally comes time to take things seriously. And you're going to have to know it after death by pain.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, you can read down to 31.
All right, well, I start there. It says, then shall they call on me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose their fear of the Lord. They were none of my counsel. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Hey, that same energy you put out is going to be that exact same energy that's going to be coming to you when all these calamities of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai are going to be covering you like a glove, like covering you, and you're just going to be in a complete destroyed state out here. And it's going to be, you deserve it because this word has been around, we can say, for beginning with Elder Abba Bivens, at least 50 years, 50 plus years.
At least.
And it's gone through several generations, from Elder Abba Bivens to the One West days, to GMS. You've even got these other camps, even though they're going off, they're at least telling you you're Israel, to what? These video epistles going out day and night on the internet for you to get this word. But Jake still takes this as a joke. The Most High even had these wicked celebrities talk about how they were Israelites to further put light on the truth. But Jake still don't want to take heed to it.
All right.
You had something? Because I got one more.
Yeah, you can get the one more.
Kind. This is 2 Chronicles 36, 15 to 16. And Yahweh, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people, till there was no remedy. No remedy, meaning, hey, there's going to be no healing for this final ass beat you're going to get. You're going to get put to death, that death by pain, and then what? You're going to be all right when you come back in the kingdom in those Hebrew huggies.
Yeah, there ain't no hope for a nigga, man.
Hey, that's the end all be all. There ain't no hope for a nigga.
Ain't no hope for a nigga, man.
Let's see, maybe get some from the, and a Shalom, to the Akim and Akwat on the comment boards. Let's see. This is from the brother Zadok, Tazadak, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 32. I'm going to read verses 15 to 16. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat. Hey, the hypocrite will be offended at this word. And, it doesn't line up with their soft, their moist sensibilities of the world, so they're offended and cast the word behind them. Verse 16, they that fear the Lord shall find judgment and shall kindle justice's light. And they that fear the Lord, ultimately, by your fear, you have what? You have your faith, and then you show your works through your faith and shall ultimately see salvation and, be safe from these calamities. But for those that don't want to take heed to the word, it's going to be too late for you. You're going to have to get the other end of that death by pain. And
it is what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
These people, Jake is not going to get right, man. Jake's going to keep doing, like the scripture says in Isaiah, Jake is going to keep doing what he's doing until the missiles drop and hit him, man. All right? And we got to the point we okay with it, too. All right? We're not out there for all Israelites. We're not out there to save everybody. We just out there to hope to seal the elect. And once that happens, and we believe that is either didn't happen, all right, we just waiting for the final couple of prophecies, or it's finna happen, man. And so other than that, we didn't done our job. The blood is off our hands, man. We were, we ready to go.
We blew the trumpet.
Yeah.
And just to back up that brother, as it says in Ezekiel 33, if you blow that trumpet and they don't hear the words, you've gotten the blood off of your hands, but their own blood shall be upon their hands, upon their heads. And it's as simple as that. But you had any closing points you want to make?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, kind. So, hey, we hope this was an edifying lesson to you sincere Akim and Akwat out there. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Gudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well. In peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure to the end. Shalom.
Shalom.